Welcome to a very special milestone episode of Everything But the
The
Lesson
lesson
Plan.
plan.
Today isn't just any show, it's our 100th episode. Whoop whoop!
Woo-hoo!
And to make this moment unforgettable, we flipped the script just a little bit. Instead of Miss Thompson doing the interviewing,
Yes.
Michelle Moser, class of 2021,
You
the best class
better.
there was, will be
Yes.
doing the interviewing today in the host chair.
Yes.
We're going to look back, look forward, and celebrate the journey of this podcast and the impact it's had on teachers and students
Yes.
everywhere. So sit back, join the celebration, and let's just get into it.
Let's get into it. So, Michelle, before we start, this was your old classroom.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And it's changed a lot.
It has. This part didn't even exist.
No, it did not.
Okay. They expanded it.
Yes.
Got this going on over here.
Yes. Everything looks brand spanking new.
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I wonder how she's gonna feel coming back into her old classroom.
It's a little nostalgic. It's bringing back memories.
Yes.
Like, I feel so old.
Well, we're here.
Yes.
So let's get into this. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Miss Thompson, when you first started this podcast, what did you ever imagine you would reach 100th episode?
When I first started off, Michelle, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just trying to make it that first year. So it was like week by week, day by day, just trying to make it happen, finding guests. It was just a hard ask in the first year. So I wasn't thinking 100. So this is very special for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was one of the most powerful or emotional moments you've had while recording?
You know what? That's a great question. It was a recent recording I did with a teacher. Her name is Dr. Jamelia Pittman. She actually was the teacher in this classroom. And during her time here, she had found out that she had cancer. And she got that diagnosis when she was in class teaching. And so just her story about resilience and hope and still moving forward as an educator, it was very emotional, but it was one that I think other teachers can definitely value and learn from as they go through challenging things as well. So that was one.
Okay. So now let's get into your journey as a teacher, Ms. Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
When did you first start teaching?
Now, that's like asking my age, okay?
Not supposed to ask that.
Okay? I'm just going to say it's been some years, okay?
Okay. What was your first challenging moment?
In my years of teaching, I would say the most challenging time was COVID.
Yeah.
It was just, that was that time that I was like, okay, this is not going to work. Because if you remember when you were in the classroom, our space was one of those spaces where we were building things and making things and creating things. And we just had, sometimes you would come in here, if any of my APs would come here, they'd probably be like, what are they doing?
Yes.
And so it was one of those things. It's like, okay. And then when COVID came, that was just stripped from me. I am a hands-on teacher. I like for my kids to get into the things. Putting me online was it just killed me. So much so, Michelle, that during that time, I was just so frustrated that I ended up mailing like these little starter kits to the students, okay, so that we could try to make something online. And what ended up happening is half of the students got it and half of them didn't get it because the addresses weren't addressing. And so I was like, I still am not successful in this thing. But thank God COVID is over with. But that was definitely one of my challenging times for sure.
Yes, a time to be alive.
Yes.
So what was a very funny moment for you?
Funny moment, and I do believe you were part of this. We were in DECA. And I do think this was under your leadership team with you and Anton and Akeisha, okay? Your leadership team made these T-shirts. It was these DECA T-shirts, y'all. And they had this really nice design on the DECA T-shirt, but the design was meant for the back of the shirt. And I could not get that around my head. So I would always bust up in the classroom with the shirt on backwards. and it was always Akeisha. Anton was like, Miss Thompson, you got the shirt on the wrong way again. And I was like, oh, I don't know why y'all would put this nice design on the back of the shirt. So that was one of my funny moments, always coming in here thinking I had my shirt on right. And my students was like, flip that shirt over. I think the front of it just had like South Decca. And then it was this really nice logo on the back. So I was like, So that was really funny at that time. I still have that shirt.
Okay, I think I do too. It's somewhere in the garage.
Yes.
What advice would you give to your younger self back when you were just starting in education?
Yes. You know what? I would say sit down. Okay. I was a busybody. I was doing too much queen. And I needed to be a sit down and observe and just get to, you're in this. This is an investment, right? You know, take your time and you will learn as you go. You'll meet some cool people. So that will be my advice to my younger self, is just don't try to rush into this thing and try to accomplish all things in your first year, for sure.
Just slow down.
Slow down.
What do you hope listeners take away from this podcast as you move into the next 100th episode?
Okay, yes. So what I feel like I'm creating here is like a database of resources and conversations that teachers and parents and leaders in schools will be able to have access to, even past me even being here on this earth, right? And so I want them to be able to, if you got a new teacher who is like, I don't know what I'm doing, I want them to be able to access the different episodes to learn how to enjoy that first year. If you have a seasoned teacher, I want that teacher to maybe understand what self-care is and why that's important. If I have leaders that are listening to the show, I want them to know the importance of supporting the educators and things like that. So I'm just hoping that it's just a database that people can reference. And now we have 100 episodes, so get into that. But that's what I want to leave, for sure.
That's nice.
Yeah. Is that it? That's all you got for me, girl?
That's it.
That's all the questions?
It says you asked me questions.
Oh, I'm asking you the questions now. Okay. So, Michelle, tell us about what has happened since 2021, since you graduated.
Ooh, that was 4 years ago.
Oh my God.
Happened in 4 years. Let's see. So right now I am currently a student at Kennesaw State University.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my last year.
Okay.
Yes. My major is business management.
Look at that. My class work, y'all. My class work. She's carrying on. Okay.
Business management. You know, I had to be business. I do hair, so I went to school for that as well. So I graduated. So I'm also a licensed cosmetologist.
Okay.
So I do hair. So that's really what I'm doing now. And then once I graduate, I want to start getting into the whole beauty, fashion aspect. So that's what we're looking at.
So still on the entrepreneurial side, you
Definitely
think?
on the entrepreneurial side. Part-time, I do also work at Ralph Lauren.
Okay.
So I'm getting a lot of experience from there. Figure out how I want to run my own business when I do decide to do that.
I love that.
The aspect is really fun too. Just putting clothes together for different customers, making those relationships, my clientele. So I just love it.
All that stuff we learned in class. Okay. I am so happy for you. That is great. Yes. I love it. Well, you know what? I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Ain't she cute, y'all?
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay. And just thank you for just coming out and being on the show, helping me kick this off, our 100 episode. And we did that. Okay. This is 100 episodes, guys, and we're celebrating this milestone. I'm just excited for what's to come with the show. For my listeners and everyone who's ever been a guest on the show, and I will say that that's internationally, y'all. Okay, we've had guests from all over the world. Please, check out the podcast. Next year we will have more video. And so just lock into everything but the lesson plan. Thank you guys and keep thriving. I'm Francesca Thompson. I'm the guest today, and this is
Michelle Moses, your host today.
Okay, everything but the lesson plan.